You ever notice how some players make the same play every single time? Same open size, same continuation bet, same routine like clockwork. They think that's discipline, but it's not. It's autopilot. And autopilot might feel safe, but it's also predictable. In poker, predictability isn't a strength, it's a tell. Hi, I'm Terry Wood, and today, we're diving into deadly sin number 7, rigidity. It's not just about being rigid. It's about forgetting that poker is dynamic. It's always shifting, always changing. And if you don't adapt with it, you get left behind. Here's where things get tricky. Discipline and rigidity. They look almost identical on the surface. The disciplined player folds junk, stays patient, waits for the math to make sense. They track position, protect their stack, and keep emotion out of the equation. It's structure. It's order. It's the foundation of solid, tight, aggressive play. But when that same discipline hardens, when it stops listening to what the table is saying, when it stops adjusting, it becomes something else entirely. At that point, you enter the realm of rigidity. That's the trap. The rigid player thinks they're being disciplined, but they're really just being predictable. Discipline is the framework that builds a winning player. Rigidity is what destroys one. A disciplined player can evolve when the table shifts. They will loosen up when it's tight and narrow their range when it's wild. A rigid player? They keep forcing their system to fit a game that's already changed. And here's the irony. Both rigidity and discipline start from the same good place. Structure, patience, and control. But discipline learns. Rigidity resists. And resistance costs money. We all fall into some form of rigidity at some point, be it in poker or another aspect of our lives. That quiet, comforting voice that says, just keep doing what you've always done. In poker, it feels safe. Until the game changes and you don't. You want to see rigidity in action? Look no further than the reaction to our Ghost Outs video. If you missed that one, Ghost Outs was where we took a fresh look at the traditional method of calculating your outs, and instead we used an untraditional, mathematically verified, random distribution calculation that showed how some of your outs are already gone before you ever see the flop. We didn't expect it to send the internet off a cliff, but apparently, math with a twist breaks more than a few comfort zones. And the response? Instant outrage. You can't calculate that way. That's not in any book. You're wrong. One comment targeted me directly, saying Terry is in denial. He needs to admit that the Ghost Outs video is wrong. That wasn't logic talking, that was fear. Psychologists call it cognitive rigidity, the brain's refusal to update its model of the world, even when the data demands it. Once we build an identity around what we know, questioning it feels like betrayal. And poker's full of players defending ideas that stopped working years ago. They're not protecting their chips, they're protecting their comfort zone. That's why we're releasing Ghost Outs 2, not to argue, but to explore. This time, we'll feature a brilliant analogy from one of our subscribers, Brad, who ran the theory through AI itself. And even AI couldn't deny its validity. Because in poker and in life, rigidity blinds you. Curiosity frees you. Here's rigidity in real time. You raise pre-flop with the Queen of Hearts and the Queen of Clubs and go 5 ways to the flop. The flop comes Ace of Diamonds, 9 of Diamonds, and the 8 of Spades. In that instant, discipline and rigidity look identical, except discipline says, the flop is coordinated. With an overcard, proceed cautiously, but rigidity is thinking, it's only one overcard, and no flush or straight yet. My queens are probably still good. The first response, of course, is mindful, but the second one, well, that's blind attachment, and poker punishes attachment every single time. You see it in bet sizing that never changes. In c-bets that fire no matter what. In players clinging to a line because it worked before, even though it was a totally different situation. But yesterday's strategy won't beat today's table. The players are different today, with different styles, different tendencies, and all of that results in a change in game dynamics. With every hand dealt, every player change, even with a dealer change, the entire game can shift. If you don't reset with it, you'll find yourself on the wrong side of the math. Not all rigidity is bad. The same mental structure that hurts adaptability can also anchor discipline. In fact, a touch of rigidity is what turns chaos into control. Consistency in your values keeps you grounded. You protect your bankroll, pick good games, and never chase out of emotion. Resilience through adversity means you stay the course during card-dead stretches or downswings. A structured decision-making process, ranges, bet sizing, study habits, keeps you decisive when the pressure hits. And focus with determination locks you on long-term results, not short-term outcomes. Those are strengths when they serve flexibility, not replace it. The danger isn't structure, it's when you worship the structure. So let it guide you, not blind you. Rigidity destroys progress because it protects comfort. Poker doesn't reward comfort, it rewards awareness. The best players don't cling to what they know. They question it, test it, evolve it, even when it means challenging the math itself. That's what Ghost Outs did. It asked players to think one level deeper, not to reject traditional poker math, but to see its limits and refine it. So when Ghost Outs 2 drops, we'll go even further, this time with an analogy so sharp, even AI couldn't argue with it. In the end, rigidity blinds you. Curiosity frees you. Poker rewards those who think, not those who cling. This is the 7th installment in the most deadly sins in poker series. If you missed the other segments, I have placed the link to each, as well as the accompanying detailed article, in the description below. If you enjoyed this episode, hit like, subscribe, and share. Thanks for watching. I'm Terry Wood, and I'll see you at the tables.